Okay, so you all arrived at Greenest, with it being attacked by the cult of the dragon. You managed to save a group of people from renegade kobolds with the help of your companion, Papa. You guys escorted those rescued people to the town's keep, where you met Governor Nighthill, who requested you all rescue more citizens towards the south side of town. You guys managed to take a secret passage, but ran into another cultist patrol. The patrol was quickly defeated before you all rescued two more families, returning to the keep. As you return to the keep, you were held as heroes of these people that you managed to save, and settled on the name of Triple Threat as the name of your adventuring group. You all gained information that Esmir was the leader of this attack, but not actively on scene. The Cult of the Dragon were responsible for this looting, and Leosin the monk, your friend, was being held in a camp a few miles away that also held dragon eggs. You guys settled in for the night within the security of the keep, with the town still being looted. So, where we're going to open up at is it's probably anywhere between like very very early or late at night, between like 3 a.m. 4 a.m. right? The witching hour. Wouldn't say it was a restful sleep, but you got some semblance of it. You hear footsteps kind of going around like the walls of this keep before you hear a sudden thump, 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 thump coming from outside. You guys are all kind of situated inside the keep right here, but you hear a thump, thump, and then yells for like help, help, coming from the courtyard. What do you guys do?
Yeah, same as.
Okay, so you all three rush out, like kind of like getting some of your belongings, picking up your belongings, pick up your wand, and head outside to the keep. Where the site in front of you is a sally port, right? So like a very large gate that's barred. You see a bunch of the other guards kind of like holding up against it, and on the other side, you can see it kind of being hit and bulging as if it's getting hit by like a battering ram. You see Governor Nighthill lock eyes with you all.
Is there like a wide?
There is there's like ladders and stairs for you to get up on like the concerts. Right? See, so Amber flutters her wings and flies up to the sky. You, Stratejo, you run up to the edge. What do you do, Phelan?
You said it's a gate, right?
Mm-hmm. So there's.
So that I can hear him. And try to avoid being shot.
Okay, gotcha. So, but what both of you guys see almost at the same time is this outside. So you see a battering ram being held by 3 kobolds.
Ooh, a dragon.
And they're kobolds, right? And 3 humans in like robes, and you can see them like hitting this door with a battering ram. Phelan, you're still on the ground. Roll a perception check for me. As you all hear, little pig, let me in. And then, yeah, no lacrosse sticks inside. So you don't notice anything abnormal kind of going on. You think like those guards are holding up that door pretty well. What do you two do?
Okay.
So you're like,
Do that.
you take some arrows and start loosing them at the kobolds. What do you do, Amber? Go ahead and roll a perception check as you kind of, you're like what, probably 30, 40 feet in the air?
Yeah. 11.
Here's a
An
kobold.
11. So as you scan the area, you can start seeing, you still see like different types of kobolds, mercenaries kind of going in and out of people's houses within the area, continuing their loot of this town. You also begin to see cracks in the
Mona!
shoes.
Hey! Who said you, Mona? Who said you could take off your shoes and socks? Put them back on. I always tell you guys to take them off everywhere we go, and you always do.
Likes to feel the earth.
Hmm?
You can face it? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, Casey. Okay, so that's what you see. Is these cultists still looting this town for every single like silver spoon, every scrap that they could possibly imagine. Just switching to a box and arrow. I need you to go ahead and roll to attack there.
I'm actually going to do Hell of Thorns.
Hell of Thorns as well. For the sake of this, I'm gonna have everybody roll for initiative, so I can kind of keep things in order.
11.
There we go.
11, 20.
You scroll up. Oh, yeah. There you go. Top of your head. You can do that. 16.
And a 16. Okay.
Wait, initiative has a plus. Oh.
Yeah.
You got 13 for your initiative roll? Okay, gotcha. Let me change that stuff up right there. Let me change up some HPs here for a second.
You know how to use friends. Now with your shoes. Shoes on down here. Upstairs, no shoes. Downstairs. What?
Yeah, because of the carpet. Yeah, he is cute. And then let me look up this context.
You know what we go for? I don't know why, whenever you buy it, they always have so much seasoning. But when I get it, there's like nothing. I think somebody has the seasonings.
But Kiki has the zoomies. Let's see. They almost done with me. These guys here.
So I guess it was 13.
Okay, so bonus action, Hail of Thorns, and so you're used. So I'm gonna have you attack first, and it's gonna roll into the normal initiative here. And then I'll explain stuff when it comes to you around to your turn there. So, yep, go ahead and which creature are you targeting there?
He's in the middle, right?
Yep, he's in the middle. So you'll see that A and C for the kobolds are kind of right next to each other. You're kind of situated right up there.
So I probably use my horn for
Okay.
16.
16 hits onto B. Go ahead and roll for damage. And then what's the save on your Hail of Thorns? It is 11.
Right?
Yeah, it's a dex 11. Okay. So let's see what A passes. You can roll your damage. B passes and C passes.
7.
7 points of damage.
7 plus 2 actually.
7 plus 2, so 9.
Yeah.
9 points of damage to Kobold B. And how much damage for your Hail of Thorns? So I think they take half damage because they made their saves.
1d10.
Yep, 1d10.
9.
9 points of damage, so that's half. It's damage to B and C. Okay, so that's your action, and then your Horde Breaker lets you make a ranged attack. It's either A or C.
I can do both.
Are you going to target one other creature?
I'll do 8.
You'll target A? Okay, go ahead and make yourself a cast.
Do I still add the 6?
Yep, you do your plus attack to it, right? So 15 hits, go and roll for damage. 2 points of damage? 4 points of damage. Gotcha. So you all see Sir Tijo cast a spell on his arrow before launching it into the kobold. It explodes and Hail of Thorns, damaging the other kobolds, kind of pulling us back. You hear them let out screeches as they say, "Faster!" and hear another hard thump against the door and a crack against the Sally port. Phelan, it's your go. Amber on deck. As these kobolds
just said before back.
Think of it as almost like a wooden door right there, like a wooden door with like a large slab or a large kind of like a locking thing.
Like
Starting.
Cross.
No, it's not like a wooden door and whatnot. But if you're starting to see a bunch of cracks in the
In
foundation,
that case, can I tunnel forward to the next to pick up and then jump up?
yeah, certainly.
So you
So
want to let them in?
Give it 1 minute.
That's the
I'll
intent.
close the door.
okay, so you Phelan, how do you interact with the guards that are just trying to like hold back this hold back this battery? What do you say? Okay, gotcha.
And be ready.
Right. So I'll say you'll ready an action to attack the first kobold that comes through that door. When it comes to their turn with their attempt to open it. Gotcha. Amber, it is your go.
I was gonna try and freeze the door. You can still. No, I'll grab. I'm gonna fly over here. Oh,
I don't like the spell. What do you mean you have grease? So Appa's probably too big for you to try to pick up, but you can definitely corral it. You can definitely corral it. Where do you want Appa to go? Like on top of the not palisades, but the barricades. On top of the barricades to like jump down, or have to just burst through the doors. Kind of wait until the kobolds come in, then have to pounce. Gotcha. So because I think it was Sir control of Appa last time, so it's Amber's turn to have control. Gotcha. So you ready? Gotcha. So the Appa will ready his action. It's his turn to attack. Well, Braylon can come inside.
Yeah.
Okay. What does Amber want to do with the rest of your action? Because I'm gonna say that's all of Appa's stuff. But from your angle, you can definitely still see them. So if you wanted to cast like a fire cantrip or something like that, you can target any of these creatures.
Target the battery.
She certainly could. Okay.
Is it a wooden battery?
It is. Yep, firebolt. So go ahead and roll to attack, and I'll have an AC in mind for it. Oh, sorry. So it's your hit, I should say. So it should be your like right next to the damage to the left, right there. Which should say like a plus something to hit. Yep, so that's 16. So 16 definitely hits. I'm gonna have you re-roll the damage. Let's see if we can do something higher. Now we know that the attack hits.
0.
10. That's 10 points. If you're on the 10, it's 10 points of damage.
Okay.
So you, Sir Chicho, see a streak of fire kind of come over your head before hitting this battering ram, kind of igniting it. You hear screams from the kobolds, and you hear like this heavy thump before they tried like padding out some of the names on this thing. But they are going to take some damage from your firebolt there for B, C, and D. Alright, and when that middle kobold B, you can see that he might have got the worst end of it, like you're sticking out of him, and he's very bloodied right now. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's the kobold's turn, so you have Sir Chicho, you're on deck. Alright. Right here. So the kobolds here, and they're gonna pad out that fire. And with the help of some of these humans right behind them, and with one more forceful slam, the gates in front of you, Phelan, and Appa are going to crack open as they have been able to gain access. You, Phelan, see your opportunity to strike at either A, B, or C as these kobolds begin to flood this area, while Appa kind of stands over to your right, ready to swipe at one. Which one do you want to attack here? Ready to action. Okay, gotcha. So C. Okay. Well, let's go like this. This is gonna be like super close by and stuff like that. Okay, so go ahead and roll to attack. Sir Gijo, you are on deck. Okay.
23.
23 definitely hits. Roll for damage.
Hey,
11 points of damage. Sweet. So as one of these kobolds tries rushing you with his evil dagger, you just easily take off his head.
Yep.
And this kobold here kind of flops over onto it. And then you go ahead and roll for Appa over here. So go ahead and just roll a flat d20 plus 7. Plus 7 is his to hit. Mm-hmm. Yep, 21 to hit, so 14 plus 7. And he actually has 2 attacks, right? You can do one with its beak, one with its claws. So his beak is 1d10 plus 5. So go ahead and roll 1d10. And then add 5 to that number that you roll. Alright, hell yeah, 10 points of damage. Sweet. As the middle kobold, the one that has Sir Gijo's arrow, kind of charges at Appa before he kind of uses its owl beak to attack him square in the chest, right? And just kind of rips off the skin and intestines as the middle kobold here falls dead. Right? And then you have a second attack with Appa over there, with its claws. So you can do another d20 plus 7 for his claw attack. 16 plus 7 is a high number, which definitely hits. Yeah, it's 2d8 plus 5 for this damage, so go ahead and do 2d8. Click on the d8s twice, and you're able to add more numbers to it. There you go. Oh, that's the d8. 2d8 plus 5. So, 8 points of damage. Right, 8 points of damage. Sweet. But your command of Appa on its claw attack just nails this kobold and kind of sees its body behind against the walls of this outpost here, right? As he falls over. It is Sir Gijo's turn here. You see that some of these acolytes are planning on charging on their next turn, so these 3 guys are still alive right in front.
What's the ambush string?
Say again?
The ambush string.
It looks like a really large lizard, like a Komodo dragon almost type of creature.
Yeah, I shoot it now.
Got the ambush strike? Okay, cool. Roll to hit.
Alright, I should.
You still have it because you're concentrating on it. Oh, you added your modifier to it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 9. Your arrow just goes wide, kind of hitting the dirt right next to the ambush strike.
Are you unsure?
I think that's it for right now. You just have the one attack and no other bonus actions. Did you want to move? You're still like elevated right now on like the barricade there.
No, I feel like I got it.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. It's the ambush strike's turn. I'm just gonna move these guys off to the side so we can get some more. Oh no. Alright. Here's some paper towels. Yeah.
You always had to throw those things in like
Just bring them back inside.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Good,
said
good.
a
Oh, okay.
yeah, that way they have to spot.
Okay, gotcha. Well, you, Sir Gijo, are going to see this ambush Drake run into the. You're going to see him run into the outpost here, and kind of and sniff out you, Phelan. And this ambush Drake is going to try to take a bite attack out of you. So it's rolled a 23, which hits. As he manages to kind of sinks its teeth into your leg for 3 points of piercing damage. Okay. That ends his turn. As these acolytes here are going to begin chanting a magical spell. Right, as Acolyte A over here is going to target you, Amber, with a Sacred Flame cantrip. So I need you to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw for me.
You don't got
DC 12 dexterity saving throw, or you'll take 1d8 damage. A 16, so you definitely make the save. So you begin to feel like the burn of this flame before it kind of gets snuffed out as you manage to pat it off in time. You, Sir Chijo, are going to see Acolyte B chant Sacred Flame and try to take you. I need you to make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw.
A D12?
Your dexterity saving, so it should be your D20 plus whatever your dex save modifier is.
Oh, it's a D20?
Mm-hmm. It's a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, classes.
Yeah, great.
You got dirty 20?
No.
And that 20? Sweet. So you managed to pat off the Sacred Flame that tries to engulf you. And then the last Acolyte, seeing his friend failing, he's going to target you again in the air. To cast Sacred Flame. I need another DC 12 dexterity saving throw from Amber. A 7. So you're going to just take 1d8 of radiant damage as your arm begins to burn for 2 points of radiant damage from this Acolyte. You take 2 points of damage. And then we're at the top of the order with Phelan with Amber on deck.
Excellent.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
Ambush strike. So roll you roll the 6, it kind of sails right over its head as it still kind of has latched onto your leg with its teeth.
And I still don't have eat, but it's still bad.
Okay. As your blade sails over the ambush, these Acolytes say, "We're going to steal everything within that keep." Amber, it's your go. What do you do?
Can I use my topic to create that?
You sure can. Who are you going to target? This guy down here. The Acolyte C over there. As he's locking eyes with you, he says, "I'm a stronger spellcaster than you, fairy." What is my save?
Is that the con?
Yep, it says what? Con 14? Okay, so I have to make a Constitution saving throw for Acolyte C. And he rolled a 10, so he failed to save. How much damage is he taking from your spell? So 4 points of cold damage, and he has advantage on his next weapon attack. If he smacks it by anything. So as he kind of lets out another insult towards your way, your frostbite kind of like catches his mouth. Kind of winces in pain.
Fuck off, Mike.
It's now Appa's go right after yours, Amber. What do you want him to do? The ambush strike is in between. Put down there.
I'm gonna have him go.
Okay. Sure. So you can go ahead and make your beak attack, which is your d20 plus 7. How much? 13? 13 beats it. 13 is the AC. So it hits. Go ahead and do 1d10. 1d10 plus 5. Yeah, 13 points. 13 points of damage. Right against the ambush strike. Alright, so another d20 plus 7. 16 hits. Wow. 2d8 plus 5. Another 13. Alright. So you see Abba kind of stand up on his hind, kind of like bites into like this ambush drake's back before taking a claw and drawing a lot of blood. As the ambush drake has become bloody. Its kobolds are all dead. Sir Gito, it's your go with enemies on deck.
The ambush drake is still alive, or
Yeah, ambush drake is still alive, but he's heavily damaged.
can I
Mm-hmm.
I can go.
You can. Since I'm gonna say since you're attacking from above, I'm gonna say you can have advantage right now. So you're gonna roll d20 twice and take the higher number.
12.
12.
5.
17 hits. Yep. Go ahead and see if you roll a nat 20. Let's see.
That's
No.
1 with 8 plus 5 plus 7.
Okay. So one of your attacks.
No,
You're,
it's not 17.
it's still 17. All right. No worries. So go ahead and roll damage as you hit.
Quick man.
Quick math.
1d6 plus 3.
8 points of damage. So you
Okay.
So you let out like a battle cry before coming down with your short sword, to like the back of this ambush drake, digging your short sword into it, kind of cutting a mean gash as you rip it free. The ambush drake kind of squeals in pain. I
I
think
saved you.
so that should end your turn as you're still focusing on your spell. Cool. The ambush drake's turn here. Kind of see you rip your short sword. I think he's gonna try to take a bite out of you, Sir Gijo, with the bite attack. So it's gonna roll a 18, which hits. What's your AC?
16.
16. So it hits. So you feel like the teeth in your legs. So you take 5 points of piercing damage from this ambush drake. Okay. And then the Acolyte's turns over here. So you're going to see Acolyte A kind of come right next to this ambush drake as a green wave of healing shoots out from his hands as he casts Cure Wounds onto the ambush drake, looking to increase some of its health for 1d8 plus 2. Which is 9. So the ambush drake heals for 9 points from the first Acolyte. The second one's going to go over to his buddy that you hurt, Amber, and cast Cure Wounds on him for 1d8 plus 2 for 5 points. And as the frostedness on this, like his face kind of melts away, Acolyte C is going to cast Sacred Flame at you. You need another DC 12 Dexterity saving throw, Amber.
Would you come back to this?
He's looking at it. 5. Oh! Dexterity, that's a dexterity check. On your app. Boom, yeah, perfect saving throws. There you go. So 15. So 15 saves, so you don't take any damage from this flame attack. As he says, curse you, sorcerer. You certainly can on your turn. Which it is. Okay, sweet. We're at the top of the order. Phelan, it's your go with Ember on deck. It is not. He's just got healed from 2 of the Acolytes and a 7 misses. He kind of gets off its natural armor. Ember is hurt. It's injured, but still alive.
You know, I'm just gonna be an ass to go after that same.
Same Acolyte? Okay. Okay. You cast another Frostbite. Okay, you got, that's a DC 14 con save, if I remember. Yeah. Alright, let's see if he saves. And he fails, you roll a 9. Roll for your damage. Ooh, max damage, 6 points of damage. As you hear him say, before kind of frosting over his face once more. You see some of his teeth begin to crack and fall out from the damage. Alright, and now it's the Owlbear's turn. What do you have to do? Okay, gotcha. Go ahead and attack at advantage because Sir Chijo's probably on like the other side is ambush strike. So you roll 2d20 and you take our 2 attacks, 2d20 plus 7s, and take the higher number. Alright, so that's 9 plus 7, which definitely hits. Go ahead and roll 1d10 plus 5 for the damage. I don't think anybody's over there to watch me.
In jail.
Baby Joe. So 7 points of damage. Gotcha for the peck attack. Or beak attack. And then go ahead and attack at advantage one more time. So d20 plus 7, just roll 2, take the higher numbers. Claws, as this ambush strike's on its last legs. Ooh, that's a nat 20. So go ahead and roll 4d8 plus 5. Yeah, 4d8 plus 5.
Is it? It's 2, is it?
Mm-hmm. It doubled. The normal attack is 2d8, but you roll the nat 20. Oh, that's 4d20s. 4d8s.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Disintegrate.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Ooh, 26 points of damage. Right? How do you see the Appa doing this? Just tearing apart this ambush strike.
Yeah.
He just cuts him. And so you see Appa just kind of pick him up with it. Let's all push him out here. I feel like it's kind of techniques from Appa letting out like a vicious coo. It's a full person for Gideon. It's your go. You see the three acolytes kind of still outside up there. You see fear in their eyes. Probably think they might break.
I run out and tell them weapons.
Okay. Go ahead and roll either a persuasion or an intimidation check.
Intimidation 7.
Okay.
Shit.
It's 17. And 18. Sweet. As you come with your long nose, you put up your hands. You like, sure. I'm gonna wait for the girl to get back. Not a lot of movie, but a lot of picture of all that stuff happening.
I was thinking of when Lord of the Rings was the orcs.
Yeah. Yeah. So you excited to already jump back into it? You having fun?
Yeah.
Got the imagination going a little bit.
Don't take your shots off.
Hopefully it's
He doesn't need balls. So,
Right.
so what you guys see as the ambush Drake is getting feasted upon by Appa over here in the center of the of this keep. Sir Gijo ran out with his longbow, threatening the last three acolytes to drop their weapons and to surrender. Right? And with a successful threat, they threw their hands up, and they're picking sort of combat right now. The acolytes hands up in the air.
Who has rope? Oh, rope.
Yeah. Well, one of the guards comes up behind you. He's just like, Amber, here's some rope. Let's tie him up and question him.
yes.
Yes. Who is approaching these acolytes with their arms up?
Well, I'm already there.
What's up? Are they gonna toss it back down? Do you want to fly down? Or just stay.
Roll a d20 to make sure she comes.
I honestly can't fly around.
There you go.
Yeah, you can do anything. But
Can I see what's
Mhm.
like what's going on in the perimeters?
yeah, so go ahead and roll a perception check for me. You, Sir Gijo, as you're kind of making ties, either roll a sleight of hand or a survival check to make sure you're tying good knots here.
Can you
Handle
what kind of
the rolls. Yeah, perception
Yeah,
check. A 12. So you tie what you think are pretty good knots as you manage to tie up these acolytes with their hands behind their backs. You, Amber, still see you see a bunch of these mercenaries and other kobolds in like the outskirts of this town. You see them start to begin to almost gather some of their all of their loot and begin to head towards the east as if they're preparing to leave and whatnot. So you see some of these guys kind of exiting here, but there's plenty still kind of throughout the town. Do you want to separate from everybody?
You get it back.
Okay. Yeah, so you're still up in the air and whatnot, but you can definitely see that there's a distinct trail leading towards the east from the town. Whatnot. So you definitely know they're heading somewhere this way. Somewhere that way.
Alright.
But you, Sir Gijo, have managed to tie up the rest of these acolytes. As they say, listen, don't hurt us. We're part of the cult, but don't want to lose our lives. We'll tell you anything that you want to know.
Give me your loot first.
But as you say that, they fork over. They fork over like each of them have like a gold pouch, whatnot. Each having 10 gold apiece, so 30 total gold kind of in these pouches.
I thought one of them died.
The acolytes, no, they just got really hurt. One of them also hands 2 different looking potions, right? One of which is a potion of watchful rest, and the second is a filter of love. Gotta search and find them. Got it? Potion of watchful rest. A filter of love. That's Philtr. Philter of love. It's a love potion. It's a love potion. And 30 gold, correct.
Alright.
That's all we have on us, but by the time the sun sets, we should have already been done looting this town. Our leader's not even here, Resmir.
Where is he at?
We have a camp towards the east. It's where we've been keeping a lot of captured prisoners like that monk that we captured so long ago. and where we're keeping a bunch of dragon eggs.
So you the eggs for
We're trying to hatch them, of course. Hey guys, you don't mess with Rowan. Nah, that's okay. She pulled like an all-nighter, so she's just like super sleepy. Okay.
what you creating?
Just watching anime. We're communicating. Making sure you. Should I do that? Oh, he's got big plans for YouTube. He's got big plans for YouTube. Yes. Did you hear it through the grapevine?
Through that one.
And how did that conversation go? Hmm?
I said congratulations.
Oh.
Was I not supposed to get
So, I don't know. I mean, I figured that she would have had a conversation with you already, Arlene,
How what?
about our agreement. Oh.
Over instrument.
Oh. I mean,
We'll
still.
let you keep this one every other weekend for practice.
He's gonna need it.
Yes, all the practice. So, you asked the question, or you said you like dragon eggs? As you hear them say, oh, the dragon eggs aren't for you. They're for the great horde that will usher in the reign of the queen of dragons.
I am not the queen of dragons. Call me Kissy.
No, you are not.
I will be. Watch.
Don't blasphemize upon her name.
What? Matt?
You know a general rough map of the settlement.
Right.
Probably not. Mm.
Darts. Matt.
Okay. And as you yell out, a few minutes later, one of them comes out with a map of the general vicinity around Greenest and the surrounding lands.
Alright, I'm gonna take one of that.
Okay.
I'll point it.
So you see the lead of the one with like the fractured tooth, and from Amber's frostbite, he points a finger somewhere to the east of Greenest. He's like, "This is where we'd made camp." Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I was about to say, tell him lying.
Go ahead and roll an insight check.
I got a.
I have faith on inside checks.
Do you? An 11. Okay.
15.
15. Nice. Good thing you had advantage.
What? Don't judge me for my faith.
So you, Sir Jijo, it's hard to read this guy. You don't know if he's telling a lie or telling you the truth. You know he's definitely pointing to an area. You, Phelan, you know that this guy is scared, and that it would be pretty stupid for him to probably lie.
Alright. No, come back and get another.
Okay.
You
You grab a second one.
Point out where the area, where they're camped at.
The second one looks at you and points towards the north.
Do I do another?
And so, oh, yep, go ahead and roll an insight check. What's your Okay, go ahead and roll an insight check. So this one's been harder for you to read, Phelan, unlike the other one. With you, Sir Jijo, can kind of see like a twinkle in this one's eye, as if he has hope or determination.
So does that mean he's lying? Or not?
You were able to work out that this one is not necessarily fearful, and you see determination in his eyes for revenge.
For revenge? The second one?
Well, I
I was gonna say I'm not lying,
Shit.
always in character. But
How do you switch control?
Fucking.
He's a nick.
So the first kill scene.
Yeah. Dump.
Oh, cool. Alright, kill scene.
Go ahead and roll to attack. Oh no, actually, matter of fact, you just like how do you kill this one?
I look back. Go straight back.
You hear a hard thump as the acolyte's body lays bloodied and dead on the floor. She's about to turn to you. What the hell? You said you were sick.
I'm gonna suck. And I'm so. Now. Nothing but the truth. Oh, honest truth.
Can you tell him to point to the map again, too?
Roll either a persuasion or an intimidation check for me. They're failing.
I have a negative one fireworks, so. Yes, no.
The 12? Yeah. So, you said like, okay. I don't know where the other two pointed, but, and you see him walk over to you, Sergio, towards that map. You see him point a finger to the east in the same spot that the first one pointed to.
Alright, yeah, we're good. You get to move.
What about my friend? You killed him in cold blood.
It wasn't called money.
And you attack this first. And move in.
Well, I hope you guys wear your brown pants because you're going to need them later for when we're going to sign it.
So something about my brown pants were 5 minutes ago. I put them on 5 minutes ago.
So, quick little recap here for you, Amber.
I'm not be there.
So, are you still kind of floating in the distance, or kind of coming back?
Have I seen it enough to get where?
You've seen enough to know that a lot of the mercenaries and like this cult is definitely going somewhere towards the east, and you have a very distinct advantage of knowing that the trail would be pretty easy to follow. You don't really overhear anything. You just hear a lot of hooting and hollering celebration from a lot of these mercenaries and cult members. They're like, that was a lot of easy loot and things of that nature.
Ow!
I'll make it with that.
Make your way back. You both see Amber come back towards the keep as you just finished up questioning that third acolyte, and he finished pointing to the rest of that map to the east.
How would that feel? Amber has a sip of my potion. No, I will give her this evil little guy.
Okay, so you turn over all the information to Amber?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 2 trills in the clock.
No, exactly. Yep. So you guys definitely know the location of where they're probably set up camp at, right?
Which way? I should know there.
And the dead one, and you just the other two act like the person who's gonna take it back. Oh, still tied. It's just like, dear God, just take us to the cellar already. Governor Nighthill Governor Nighthill kind of walks up like amongst you all and be like, I believe you've getting all the information that you need from these two. You've found the location of their camp.
Yeah, this one's a liar. You got it.
As you stab the body, Governor Nighthill is taken aback. It's like,
Where's the one that? Where's the one that comes fit?
it's the one that was talking shit, and they're mutilating the body right now.
No. Okay. So we have the base. Everybody is going east. 2 of these guys pointing east. Here's exactly what we pointed.
You hear from the palisade as some of the guards, as I keep saying palisades, some of the guards on like the outskirts of this keep Governor, come quick! You must see the mill! The mill! What do you guys see? The mill! Well, you can climb up on top of the barricades as you see the governor, kind of. Amber, yeah, so Amber flies up in the air to get a good view. You both, you, Sergio and Phelan, see the governor get on top of like the barricades there. You guys follow or stay put down there? You staying down? What you?
I'm really in the half body of the lizard guy.
So it's just a creature. You don't find anything like of particular value upon him. But if you wanted to take some teeth or some of his claws, you can probably harvest some material from him. What was that, guys? That was a step stool that fell down.
I noticed it.
Oh,
Okay. Go ahead and put a custom note of some of the stuff, like either teeth or claws, that you want to take from this creature. As you, Amber, see off in the distance of right
what?
here. So you see.
Yeah.
So you see over here in the far distance, is a mill. And you see small fires kind of start to kind of erupt kind of around it. You're not necessarily sure if they're campfires or something else. All right?
I'll fly over it.
To fly over.
Going on, man.
Sweet. Okay, but before you take off, Amber, before you take off, Phelan, the governor turns to you. He says, "Wait! Over there, what they're trying to burn is our stock of flour. We won't be able to grind for months. I'll assemble enough defenders here in the keep to defend it for the rest of the day, but it will take some time. If you do choose to go over there, it'll be a huge service for us to drive those raiders away so we can survive the winter. But you'll need to defend it until our forces can arrive over there. They shouldn't be more than 20 minutes behind you."
We're buying particles of flour explodes. We need to get over there now.
Okay. I'll wait for Sergio to get back. You can have a seat, Ron, if you want.
I don't think your butt's gonna fit in that one.
Okay. So I imagine you guys are traveling as a group, yeah? Traveling as a group? Or are you flying way far ahead, Amber?
I'm like,
You fly ahead? Okay, like a scout?
fuck you, okay.
Scout? These boots weren't made for walking.
Sorry, what's happening?
So you just got information that a mill on the, like the southwestern side of town right now, you think they're going to set a fire to it. And it's a mill where most of their flour is, for this town. So they're potentially going to go hungry if this thing gets destroyed. You know that Phelan is already kind of out the keep, heading towards that direction, and Amber is kind of flying ahead as like as a scout. What do? Do you follow behind Phelan or head out of here? And you know that the governor is trying to get a bunch of defenders here at the keep, and that if you guys do defend the mill, it's about 20 minutes before he's able to send reinforcements going that way towards you guys. Once he organizes things at the keep. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. So, go ahead. So you, Amber, go ahead and roll a perception check at advantage, as you have like a bird's eye view of what's going on. As Sir Gijo and Phelan are kind of making their way through town. Surprisingly enough, some of like the sparse little patrols of like kobolds and mercenaries are kind of don't think nothing of you. Just you suspect that they think you're just other like mercenaries amongst their group. So you guys are both being kind of completely ignored from like the little bandits kind of throughout this town, right? So that's an 11 at advantage. So Amber, what you see? So you see like this mill, the rectangular barn. It's very big, probably about 40 feet long, 20 feet wide. So
outdoor games.
Yeah, might be in the wind.
I don't know.
So you, Amber, what you see are a collection of what you appear to be like mercenaries. Let me actually pop them up. Towards the front of this barn, they each have torches that can be putting them to hang on like the on the eastern side of it right here, with the intent to burn this thing down. Okay, kind of from a distance, right?
Trying to sneak up on them, just to have their block fires, you know.
Okay, gotcha. Phelan, Sergijo, you guys are still kind of trailing behind. I'm gonna say you're probably about right there or so. So not too far away from Amber, but in the distance you see like one of these fires kind of extinguish as she's cast frostbite on one of these torches, and it extinguishes. You and the guards kind of like turn. They point up towards you, Amber, and whatnot. She's like, "We've got one of them. Get her!"
I use my longbow pointing up at her.
Oh, yeah, let's roll for initiative right there. Everybody's still in like the vicinity there.
He's trying.
We're gonna roll for initiative.
Did the children wake me?
Alright, we got a 16 from Sergijo.
Is this?
Aww.
3.
I want a new one. Do I roll? Wait, are you
Yes, yep,
sure?
go ahead and roll for advantage. Yep.
The record is not.
No, it's good. 12 for Amber. Yeah, if it's like beeping, that means it's actually muted, but if it's a solid color, it's good. And 12 for Amber. Okay. So, kind of almost like the, not necessarily the surprise round, but like that early round there. You failing. Oh, that's desynced right now. Oh, there it is. You, Phelan, wanted to take a longbow shot at him, right? A crossbow? What's the feet on your crossbow? It's probably 30. So, it's, okay, yeah.
Minimum range at 80, maximum 320.
Okay, gotcha. So, A, B, and C are within range. And then we'll have it at the start of the order with enemies, then Sergijo and Amber, then Phelan enemies. So go ahead and roll to attack. Which one are you attacking?
Whoever pointed up is.
Okay, so that's going to be guard A over there.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20? Hell yeah. Go ahead and do your nat crit damage.
14.
So 14 points on to who? You said A? Sweet. So, as you loose this arrow, it smacks this guard or this mercenary kind of square between the eyes, piercing his brain. Alright, as guard A over here falls dead. Yeah, he's celebrating. Okay. So that's your first round. As it's the guards turns here. You're gonna see guard B kind of ready one of his spears. Alright, and try to chuck it right at you, Amber. Alright. Now it's gonna just be a +3. So it's he rolled a nat 1. So the spear just kind of seals right over you as he says, "Damn it!" Alright. And then this guard C over here. Guard C over here is going to try to move his 30 feet. Oof. and launch his spear over towards Phelan, that at disadvantage here, because she's just outside the range. And that's a 6, so a spear just kind of sails past your head, Phelan. That ends the guard's turns. Sir Gijo, it's your go with Amber on deck. Okay.
And then looking at that.
See. The guard C? Okay. With your longbow?
Dirty.
Dirty 20. Sweet, that definitely hits. Roll for damage. 10 points of damage. Hell yeah. Sweet. As you lock the arrow, you see kind of hits right in the shoulder. The guard kind of lets out a yell as he points to you. Your ass is mine.
Where?
Amber, it's your go. Unless you had no bonus action right now or anything like that. Stay put.
No, they're kind of separated. Huh? Yeah.
They are. Gotcha. Yes, Amber's go. Phelan on deck. Frostbite on which one? The C? Okay.
See the letters?
Oh. No, that makes sense. Hold on. Yeah. Let me go ahead. Well, let me go ahead and zoom in there. There we go. We got that good combat screen now. It's a DC 14. Yeah, you're like close to the TV. So C failed its con save. Go ahead and roll your damage to guard C. Sweet, 4 points of damage. Sweet. As guard C, you see frost begin to form on his weapon's hand. It takes 4 points of damage. You can tell he's on his last legs from that frostbite attack. And he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack. So that's your action. Are you moving? Staying put? Hovering in the air there? You see that there's one other fire, kind of started by B over here. Okay. Gotcha. So you situate yourself, kind of hovering just about right there?
Yeah, I'm trying to do it on fire.
Okay. Do this. There you go. Okay. And so, in order to knock out the fire, you probably have to land. But I'll let it be a free action, which are gonna be like right up against Guard B's face. So do you want to wait till your next turn or land right now? The next turn? Okay, so you're still kind of out of range from any melee attacks up there, as you're probably about 30 feet in the air or so, okay? It is Phelan's turn over here. The guard C is on his last legs that launched a spear at you. Sure, go. Are you good?
Just choking. It's like, that's
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to run up to C.
Woo!
So he puts up his shield and he blocks your sword right there, right? Yes. Cool. And then it's some enemies go, and then we're at the top of the order. As you get closer to this barn, you see that 3 cultists have been lying in wait looking to probably ambush any who approach. As these 3 cultists are going to use their movement speed to come up on the right side here of this building. And they're going to each have, I suppose, you try launching 1 at you, Amber, 1 at you, Phelan, and 2 at you, Phelan, actually, there. So this one's going to go towards you, Amber, for a 13, which hits because you don't have mage armor. No, you don't have mage armor right now, so the AC's 10. So you, Amber, feel like a singular arm for 3 points of piercing damage from this crossbow. You do have your reaction for Blade Ward. I think if you want, you'll force an attack to reroll again if you wanted to use it. If Blade Ward is your reaction. Okay, so I'll roll again. And unfortunately, it still hits because the second roll was a 16, so the 13 still hits for 3 points of damage. Yeah. And then Bolt's coming at you, Phelan, for a 19 from Cultist C, and then a 13, which you managed to block with your longsword. Which you take 6 points of piercing damage as you find that like pierces your shoulder there. And that's all the cultists' turns. We're at the top of the order with some guards, then Sir Gijo. Guard B over here is going to kind of back up a little bit and take its spear and launch it right at you, Amber. As Guard B is going to make that throw for a nat 1, so the spear just kind of sails into the river right behind you.
You suck. It's longer
I am a member of the Cult of the Dragons, and we will raise the Dragon Queen as he shouts back. Guard C over here is going to hear these taunts and try to attack you, Amber, with his scimitar that he pulls out. Scimitar, like perfectly, like the Arabian blades, for an 11, which you managed to parry and mash perfectly. Sir Gijo, it's your go with Amber on deck. You're getting kicked to the face. I'm getting kicked to the face.
I'm gonna cast my
Tail of Thorns. Okay.
Wait. And I will shoot for the
Cultist B. Okay, go ahead and roll to hit. And then C has to make a save. They both have to make saves. What was it? An 8? Okay, and the attack has to hit for Hail of Thorns to activate, I imagine, right?
What?
Correct.
For a horde breaker, do I have to make the hit?
Nope. No, Horde Breakers, you just attack next. Okay, gotcha. 15 hits. Roll for damage, and you say you're attacking B? Okay.
C.
C? Okay. Okay, gotcha. Roll for damage.
6 plus 2 is
8 points of damage. Right, as you see, Cultist B has become bloody as he begins to kind of just as he has a hard time catching his breath.
8.
It does, actually. It does. So he needs to make what, a DC 11 dex save, right? Cultist B. Well, he rolled a 4, so he fails. So C also rolled a. Yep. So 1d10. Yep. So C made it save. B didn't. So one. So both of them take 1 point of damage as the explodes into thorns, but only like a couple of them as they look over to you. And they say, "You're not a spellcaster." You can't. You can only use it once per turn. Okay. Amber, it's your go. As these cultists are hurling insults at you and your crew. This one has a scimitar. This one right here. He already lost his spear, so he has a scimitar, but has no other ways of reaching you. Oh, for him? This one right here? Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a contested check, probably, because he doesn't even have and whatnot, so you're gonna check fine. Go ahead and do a sleight of hand check for me. It's your skills, and I'm gonna have him do a perception. And whoever has the higher number rolls wins, which is a wisdom. and he rolled a 6. So as you cast Mage Hand, you stealthily manage to kind of unhook the scimitar, and you kind of pull it away from him without him even noticing as he's kind of dodging you. Right? So you still have your movement if you want to use it. Probably, yeah. So I would say your action for your turn is casting Mage Hand, but you can still stamp out the fire perfectly fine and whatnot. So you stamp out the fire and then you land, and then you probably have a bunch more movement speed if you want to take back into the air after putting out the fire. Okay, sweet. So you take back off. So you take back off into the air after putting out the fire, and you don't see any other fires starting around this mill. So you know that you definitely saved it. Okay, for being burned. And you disarmed guard B there. As your Mage Hand, you want to take the scimitar? Can I have to fly the scimitar up to you?
Yeah, we're gonna take it.
Okay, gotcha. So go ahead and add a scimitar to your inventory there, okay? SCI. Yeah, SCIMATAR. Scimitar. And then babe, it's your go after.
Hey.
23 hits, roll for damage.
It only shows different words.
I just put to basically like a all items thing, and I just scroll down to it. Alright, so now your scimitar will be displayed as and that's the right thing. You managed to steal a guy from under his nose. Phelan, it's your go. Wait, no, you just finished up. How do you do it for guard C over here?
Finally dead.
He's super dead.
We're just kind of like hand on the shoulder. Wait.
As he falls over dead, you still have your movement speed.
I'm a rush beat.
You rush up the beat. Boom. And get right up into his face. Okay. So now it's these cultist turns. Cultist A is going to use its crossbow to try to attack you, Amber, while C and B are going to try to rush you. Phelan. So a crossbow bolt's going to shoot your way through for 19 to hit, as you feel the sharp pain for 3 points of piercing damage. Right. You can use your reaction this turn to impose disadvantage with Blade Ward. You want to use it? Alright, cool. So I'll roll again. And he rolled a 6. So just as this bolt's about to hit you, you cast Blade Ward and kind of deflect it. So you don't take any damage. Alright? Guard B over here is going to, cultist B and C run right up to you, Phelan, kind of on opposite sides here. And the guard doesn't have his scimitar, but the other guys do. So one's going to attack for 22, the other is going to attack for a 17. So if you're trying to block one or the other, they both manage to kind of cut into your armor for 2 piercing slashing damage.
The one for 17.
Oh, what's your EC?
18.
18. Okay, cool. So you take 2 points of slashing damage as you manage to block with your shield, the second strike coming at you. And then we're at the top of the order, with Guard B still being alive. And then it's Sir Gijo, you're on deck, right? So Guard B over here is going to try to grab for his scimitar, ready to draw it at you, Phelan. Before he's like, where'd it go? What the hell? So, and that's going to be the end of this turn. It's just about flabbergasted. Uh-oh. Is that a reaction? Oh, wisdom save, DC 13. We roll 20.
Well, he is not charged.
Wait, no, sorry, hold on. That was a cultist and not my card.
Okay.
He rolled in that one!
Okay, cool. And that is charged by me for 1 minute.
Okay, so he is your friend.
He has a speed of 0 and is essentially incapacitated in a secondary dream super. He repeats this and takes one of the once
Okay, gotcha. So as you invoke this rune, you see him kind of eyes glossed over, and like almost like a dumb smile on his face. Sir Gijo, it is your go. You know that Guard B right now is under like a spell, but 2 other cultists are flanking Phelan. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot at you.
Gonna shoot at B? Okay. Go ahead and roll, and you still have Hail of Thorns activated there. An 11 misses. Kind of goes right over. Now, did you want to use your Horde Breaker to attack B? But it would probably, he'll get another saving throw on the charm if you do. So it has the potential to break him out of being charmed right if you attack B.
You almost dead?
You see he's pretty healthy. But right now he is not hostile because he's charmed right now.
Yeah, like,
Leave him be? Okay. Gotcha. So it's Amber's go. We'll wait for her to get back. And then Phelan's your go after that. What time did you guys get here?
okay.
At 2? 2 o'clock? Cool. So, I still have more to this, but once this battle's finished, we can take like a little bit of a break and then come back to it. What do you guys think? You good with that? Yeah, because then we've been playing for about 2 hours already. No, sorry, we've been playing for 1 hour and 18 minutes. We can keep going. I'm actually really excited to see what this is going to look like with the freaking like recording thing, with everything that is like situated. Amber, it's your go. Guard B is now charmed by Phelan here. Right? Yeah. Her stone rune, her stone face managed to charm Guard B into a stupor, eyes glossed over, kind of a stupid looking smile on his face. The cultists are attacking Phelan right now, with this one taking aim constantly at you. Okay. Oh, well, you know, he's not around anything that can catch fire right now. He's definitely a bit of ways from the mill.
Fire points.
Okay, hell yeah. Go ahead and roll to attack. But it's 10 damage, so I'll keep it. Just go ahead and see if you hit. A 12 meets it, beats it. 12 is the AC. So you do 10 points of damage to him. You burn him good. His chest. Singeing his hands as he is barely holding on here. Oh yeah, that's for your action. He says, I'll clip your wings. Sure, as he reports back.
Yeah, I think well done.
It's your go. He's on deck.
Okay. But I'll slice it.
Okay, slice at B. Go ahead and make an attack. 24 hits. Roll for damage. 7 points of damage as you cut across this Colt's like leather armor, tearing it open. As you know, he's on his last legs.
Bonus.
Okay, second win. Go ahead and yep, 1d10 plus 4. You can have your health today. As you manage to kind of close up some of your wounds, it's now the cultist turns over here. So cultist A is going to ready its crossbow, its crossbow, and make an attack against you for a 22 to hit. But you use your reaction to cast Blade Ward if you want. Yeah. So re-roll, and that's a 5, right? So once again, he thinks he has your number, even your wings, before you cast Blade Ward, it deflects this crossbow bolt from hitting you. Cultist B over here is going to look at his partner as he says, "I'll get the ranger over there." As Cultist B is going to choose to run without disengaging, so you can take the attack of opportunity if you like. Oh, he's coming towards you.
15?
Hold on. 15 hits. Well, let me do that over there. Hey, you know what? I will give it to you. I'll give it to you. He probably gets about right there because this is 30 feet. Okay, 11 damage on Cultist B. Well, that's the one that's already bloodied, actually. So how do you cut this guy down as he's leaving your range? Ow. Okay. Yep.
What is he? Raise what?
He's a half health.
That's racist.
And he falls over dead with gurgling, with that sick gurgling noise, right? So that cultist is down. Cultist C is going to see you slit his friend's throat and take a scimitar attack against you, Phelan. Which you're going to easily block for a 6. Top of her here with the guard, he's going to use wisdom save at the start of his turn.
At the end.
At the end of his turn, so he's a 17, so he breaks out of being charmed, but that's the end of his turn because he can't do anything else.
Yeah, it has to be at the end of his turn.
Okay, gotcha. So, Sir Gijo, so you're going to see this guard still kind of charmed a little bit, say, my friend, before kind of snapping out of it. Sir Gijo, it's your go for 4 on deck. The guard that tried to charge you just got...
Oh, go to after C.
See? Okay.
The one next to Phelan.
Gotcha. Go on and roll to attack. And 11? 11 just misses. 11 just misses. Kind of arrow sails right past this guy. Alright. You stay put. Followed by Phelan, you're on deck. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna move.
No, you're gonna move. Where do you want to move?
Like a higher ground.
What's up?
Like it's higher ground.
Oh, yeah, potentially. Oh, you're gonna climb on top of this house? Okay, gotcha. I want you to make a acrobatics check to make sure you're able to keep footing and you don't fall down.
Well, but I see that.
A 12? A 12 plus. I gotcha. So you managed to able to get to elevated ground onto this building right here. Perfectly fine. Okay.
Yeah, 14.
No worries. Timber's good when she gets back. Three enemies left here. This feels good to play. I had to postpone Thursday's game.
This guy makes up for it.
Mm-hmm. Of course it does. I love playing games with you guys.
I want to have a
Yes. We're good.
Are you having fun?
Look at us, looking at that.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, see my mom? She's only just like. After that, she'll be like, she's very. She's good, but she's really good at that.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to her responsibility, it has to go out.
It's your go. This cultist has your number, has it out for you. What do you do? Burn him again? Cast another firebolt right at him. Roll to hit. 16 hits. Roll for 10.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
It feels so good.
So this burn alive.
So you hear him scream and fall over dead. As a firebolt to the face, as he engulfs flame, like his lungs burning like rice paper. As he falls over dead. You're staying elevated right there. You're gonna move. Stay elevated. Gotcha. So Phelan, you hear a scream off to the side as another cultist goes down. As a firebolt blasts this guy's face off.
Mario.
What?
You swing at C. 19 definitely hits. Ooh, 11 points of damage. 11 points of damage does it. Okay. Yep. Well, this one's still pretty healthy. About 24. Yep, roll for damage.
Free action question for you?
Sure.
Okay. That would be 2. Damn it.
Okay. Sweet. So 5. Just remember your AC is down by 2 for right now. But you managed to kind of slit the belly of one of the cultists before coming around with another longsword attack, and whatnot, cutting across the chest of this guard as he's become bloody. That is your turn. It is now the guard's turn over here. So he doesn't have any weapons because his scimitar is up against the hammer. So he's going to try to punch you right in the face there for an 18. All right. Sweet. As you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as he kind of smacks you in the jaw there, Phelan. It's your DJ, it's your go, followed by Amber, you're on deck. Aim for his head, roll to attack. 16 hits, roll for damage. 4 points. Sweet. So you're aiming for his head, but it almost just kind of clips the side of his neck as he hold on. He's on his last legs. Amber, you see that arrow that barely misses his head. The guard kind of holds his hands while forming the fist, getting ready to punch Phelan.
I like to use my crossbow and try to aim it.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead, roll to hit with your crossbow. 12 misses. Alright, so that bolt, you try to almost emulate your GGO, but the bolt just kind of goes wide there. But it cycles back to your turn, Phelan. You did have advantage. Go ahead and roll one more time because you missed on your attack, right? Okay, gotcha. Let's see if you hit. Ooh, 13 misses, right? He manages to kind of just duck. I don't think so. Not, at least not right now. Sweet. So he's kind of holding his neck. He's going to try to uppercut you, Phelan, with another attack here for a 11, which you manage to kind of block. So you do. It's your go. Okay. You see this guard just, he's going fisticuffs.
Right up next to him, this one is taking.
Yeah, he's doing fisticuffs. He's bleeding, he spits out blood as he locks eyes with you.
How far next to the right?
That's not too bad. Yeah, probably. Why not?
30 seconds.
So you want to jump down, kind of hit right here?
Like, right.
Oh no, that's probably too much. You're right there. Actually, you know what? Fuck it, let's measure it. Yeah, just a little bit too far. Even though it's not to scale, but it's okay. Good do. But you can still see him.
Nice.
You sure can.
But that goes into it.
Okay, sweet. Go ahead and roll at advantage as you take a dive. A Helldiver's dive. It hits. Roll for damage.
Oregon.
4 points. And how do you do it? Well, what does this look like as Sir Gijo dives off this to knock off the roof of this building, loosing an arrow? It's slow-mo. Yeah, slow-mo. Right, so just as this guy's going to come for another uppercut towards you, Phelan, you see an arrow just hit him in the head, kind of like he falls over dead at your feet. And as the dust settles, you guys have cleared this mill. Bodies lay strewn about the battlefield here. Okay, all of you guys, roll investigation checks. All of you guys to see what you're able to find on these guys.
That's right.
Natural 20. Okay. Nice. Okay. So what each of you guys find is still it's a loot from like some of these buildings. You, Sir Gijo, find a gold locket,
Go fuck.
right? You might have to add this stuff to the notes, right? You find a gold locket. You, Phelan, you rolled second. You, Phelan, you find 15 gold in a pouch on one of these cultists. And you, Amber, find like a necklace that obviously probably didn't belong to this guy, right? It's like a silver necklace. But you, Sir Gijo, as you're kind of scouring the pockets of one of these guards, finds a note that says, report to Cyan Wrath with whatever goods that you have obtained from Greenest.
So where?
Report to Cyan Wrath. Right. Yep, you've just found 15 gold. Okay. Yeah. Let's take a little bit of a break here. Oh, I gotta put my intermission music on. Oh, cool, and I can pause the recording too. I don't have. Resume the recording. So as you guys are finishing up, kind of looting these bodies and getting this information, you see some of the guards from the keep that were promised by Governor Nighthill kind of come up, kind of from like this eastern approach. It's just like, thank you guys for saving this mill. We'll secure this area. Sorry about that, Governor Nighthill. He held us up, making sure the keep was secured. Scratches his head, but thank you for dispatching of all these guys. We'll secure the area.
Where's Alpha?
Oh, but you should have seen him. He tore apart a couple of cultists and kobolds back there. I think it was a huge help that you guys left Appa back there, right, to help defend the keep. So, what do you guys do? Half.
Oh, are you this? Are we like, but like, are there any other areas that need our attention and resistance?
Well, after all of this work, it seems like a lot of the raiders are beginning to leave, but there's still a pretty significant force north. But Governor Nighthill has your reports for going to save some of the town. He's waiting for you with them back at camp.
Alright, yeah.
Or back at the keep.
Big east.
Okay. We're starting to push them out of the south, but there's definitely significant force still towards the north part of the town. But I think Governor Nighthill definitely has some cool stuff for you guys. She hit her, Braylon hit her knee against the thing.
No, Adrian was
Aww. Okay, so you guys are heading towards the keep?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So you drop concentration on your spell there. Acolytes are in the dungeon.
This is Shaden's art.
Okay. This actually gives me time to get some stuff into position. This actually gives me time to get a bunch of stuff in position. What's going on? Nobody knows. The fight's Mike. That's gonna be super loud. It's like it has an omnidirection setting right now, so it picks up everything in the vicinity. And you smacked her. Okay. Okay. So as you guys make your way back into the keep, you see that a bunch of Governor Nighthill has definitely arranged the guards. You see Appa just completely bloodied, like beaks bloodied, claws bloodied, just cultists just like kind of torn apart, kind of strewn everywhere.
But is he okay?
Oh yeah, it was perfectly fine. You see Appa just kind of like tongue out of beak. Tongue out of beak, just kind of like flopped over a little bit. A couple of the other healers are starting to like pet him and start to clean him off a little bit. And as you guys are about to reconvene, you hear footsteps. A lot coming from the north and towards the outside. You guys are like the inside of the keep. As you see stunned faces from the guards above and along the outskirts of the keep. As more feet start approaching this keep.
We're back.
I'm gonna go up top again.
Okay.
Check it out.
I'm gonna stay close to the door.
Stay close to the door. So you see that the door that was once busted down, they managed to they have like a makeshift barricade kind of up there, to kind of. But coming from like just west of the keep, a creature strides into like this dimming light. As like this dying fire's kind of around. And although, like, in the distance it's, like, shaped roughly like a human, it's at least 7 feet tall. Its skin's covered in blue scales. Its fingers, like, with bear-like claws. And his face has a muzzle with these slanty reptilian eyes of a dragon, right? The creature stops about 80 yards from the main gate of the keep and begins to scan the walls, eyeing you. You see a line of kobolds fan out from behind it with their spears in hand as they prod 4 humans kind of forward. Right? What you guys can make out is a woman, a teenage boy in like a blood-soaked tunic, and 2 children. Then the half-dragon, he says, "Defenders of Greenest! This has been a successful raid, and I am feeling generous. Do you see these 4 pitiful, useless prisoners? We have no need for them, so I will trade them back to you. Send out your best warrior to fight me, and you can have these 4 in exchange." All right. So what this looks like. As I individually unhide all of these fucking tokens. Not in maps right now. I think they'll add it eventually, but not right now.
Can we just send off an upgrade of the team?
You can certainly try. Okay. Okay, you activate. You see this huge kind of like kobold army kind of coming towards you. You activate your mage armor. You equip your shield. As the governor, as you see one of the guards kind of push his way forward through the crowd that's starting to gather on the top to kind of watch this massive kobold and this half dragon warrior there, and a grim expression crosses this individual's face as he says, "That's my sister and her children." And he heads down the stairs ready to grab his sword and spear.
I'm going up. Because he's had to make a very bad mistake.
He says he wants a warrior, and I will save my family. I can take him. I know I can.
I'm gonna tell him to get partners.
He said a one-on-one.
Gather them anyway.
We have plans.
Leave. And then they would if anything about it, around.
Okay, so you guys are all. So you guys want to communicate with this individual out here. You can shout to him because he's still a bit of ways. They're gonna keep in their distance because you guys are kind of game planning here with this with Sergeant Mark Guth, right?
I'm not waiting for long period.
What do you think?
Carry the 3 of us. No, I'm
You suspect that he can probably carry like a pretty good weight.
So we can all ride on under the blanket. Put it on first.
I'm
And
gonna have him sit back.
try to make them fall
Yes.
Okay, so the sergeant looks at you, Phelan, and says, "What type of plan are you trying to concoct?" He says that if we send out one warrior, he'll free the 4 of them.
Why don't you stay here to see your sister and your niece?
Okay.
Yeah, we were again.
Can I like go out with him and like pretend to argue with him that I want to be the one to do it? Or what are you
I can certainly try. Governor Nighthill kind of approaches the group and says, "My friends, you've demonstrated your prowess throughout all this frightful day. I realize this is an awful burden to ask you to bear, but any of you might have a better chance to defeat this horror than my militia has. But Sergeant Marcus, he is one of our finer warriors. If you can convince this half dragon here that, or know that his words speak true, There might be a way out of this.
I'm gonna actually head out there, and once he releases the prisoners, we'll all attack.
I'll step out and stay right next to the walls.
Okay, so what do you do, Hammer? Kind of hearing all this stuff.
I'm still in the combat.
Okay, just kind of just watching it all. Sergeant Margareth kind of turns to you, Sir Gijo. Go and roll either a persuasion or a intimidation check. As he kind of like bucks up to you a bit. He just says, "I'm not one to leave my families in other people's hands like this. I know you're a proud warrior, so am I.
Did you help clear this?
I defended it the same as you. A dirty 20. Okay. So, but I have seen you in battle.
That Jacob.
I have seen you in battle. You're good with the bow. But I imagine this is going to be a close fight. Are you sure that you can take him with that long sword, your short sword of yours?"
Like I said, this is your guns for everyone else.
Okay. So when you guys see as Sir Gijo kind of steps out, you kind of step beyond that wall. As you begin to step up, Sir Gijo, you see the half dragon in front kind of put up an arm, and he goes like this as he releases three: the teenager and the small children. And they walk past you into the keep. However, the young lady is still being imprisoned, or still captured.
I ushered the three in
Okay.
and closed the door.
They run inside, and they get tended to by their healers. As Cyan Wrath locks eyes with you, Sir Gijo, and he says, "High elf, I see. You'll pose to be a nice appetizer.
Why didn't you let Uncle go?
After my fight with you, this one will go. I give you my word." One insight check.
Or doesn't it stay? It's the new one first. 13.
A 13. I said the deal was send out your best warrior, and we'll free these four in exchange. Three I gave to you. You still owe me a fight. And you kind of look at his expression, despite it being like Reptalian, you can tell that there's no obvious falsehood to it. Whatnot. Like he's definitely speaking true. Like you get a sense that like he has that honor amongst him to be honorable against like a one-on-one. That's the type of feeling that you're getting from this particular individual. He's a lizard of his word. As he points like a short sword, a sword amongst all the kobolds. You all, no matter the winner, will get out of here. If I best him, release the woman. If he best me, nobody will retaliate. And you hear all in a chant from all the kobolds. Yes, sir. As one of them kind of pushes the young lady to her knees. You get ready.
How far is
You guys are you guys are face to face. You're just about full for initiative for me here, Sir Gijo. Hold on, give me a second. Sorry. Alright, go ahead and roll for initiative. What'd you get? 21, so you're going first. Add up to some of this HP. Okay. So right now, guys, it is a one-on-one between Cyanrath and Sir Gijo over here. Insight check.
Shit.
6. No, 14.
Okay, so both of you guys, from that warning that Cyanrath gave him, you didn't pick up on any obvious like hidden innuendos or anything like that. You get a sense that he's probably he's going to he means what he says or not. Right. So, Sir Jijo, it is your go as you are faced with this half dragon warrior.
Was it short sword plus 1 wound? It's just like it's upgrade.
Yep, that's a magical sword. And actually, sorry, he has a great sword. What do you do? As I'm gonna play our duel song.
I roll
He's got a great sword in hand. He's eyeing you. You're both circling each other.
I'm rolling for attack.
You going for attack with your short sword? Gotcha. Go and roll the hit.
Damn, now we're definitely expecting them.
17.
17 needs it. Damage.
Shit, I think 17 out of this.
Yes.
6.
6 points. So you manage to slip past Simon's scar, kind of cutting him deep through his natural armor. He lets out a hiss and like, my turn. Right? As he's going to, you're going to see a crack of energy. Here's some way to spark with your hand and crackle of energy. As lightning shoots from Cyan Rat's mouth towards you. I need a DC 13 dexterity saving throw. Yep, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, good. 9.
A 9, so you fail. So you get electrocuted by his lightning breath. Your muscles start to seize up into his head as you take 20 points of lightning damage.
God damn!
You almost see Sergi Joe almost like taking it back and take a knee from this heavy attack. As Cyan Rat sees you, he says, "Don't worry, you're not the first to fall from my breath."
Can I throw my filter of blow?
Oh, you sure can. You sure
I will
can.
try to hit him with that.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me look it up what it does. I think it's you have to make a fucking save. Oh, hold on. The next time you see a creature within 10 minutes after making this spell, you become charmed by that creature. Whenever the creature is a species of then you can attack to choose love. Okay, hell yeah. So it has to hit and whatnot. Go ahead and roll to attack. Right,
It has
and
to be higher than 17 or something.
use your whatever your plus to hit is. I think right now your normal plus to hit is like +6.
For like my rank, my month?
Yeah.
Plus 6.
It's +6, so 1d20 +6. Okay, let's see if you hit. 14. So you toss this filter bomb. You see it at the last second, kind of dodges out of the way. It hits the ground. You see it. You kind of. Actually, matter of fact, it does hit a couple. It might hit the potion. It's its mouth. You see its eyes kind of like little hearts. As he begins to slowly walk forward, as he's become charmed. Do you move? Do you stay put?
If I move, you'll have attack of opportunity.
You would. But you do see a kobold approaching him from behind, and you already understand his warning to anybody that does approach. Right? So it's gonna be his turn. And as that kobold has been charmed, like Heart Eyes kind of starts approaching you. You see Cyan Wrath almost gets distracted. He says, "I told you, don't interfere!" And uses his attack to lop off the kobold's head. Right? And so that's gonna be his attack. So it's your go again.
I will use my greater heal.
Okay, gotcha. So you use this opportunity to chug a potion of healing. Go ahead and, is it a regular potion or greater?
Greater.
A greater? Okay. I think that is 2d8.
That looks like
Oh, or yeah, that's right, we're doing max, right? We're doing max heals. Greater healing is, yeah, 20 HP.
that's my action.
Yep, that's your action for that. Or you can use it as a bonus action because we've been doing that. So bonus action, chug your potion, you gain your HP, you have your attack. You got your short sword. You guys can offer words of encouragement, potentially, to help out Strategico. What do you say, Phelan? What do you say, Ember? Don't die? Go ahead and attack it with advantage as you hear your teammates kind of giving you these words of encouragement. 11 misses. Well, you're attacking at advantage, so roll again. 13. So you swing with your short sword, and he manages to deflect it with his great sword. He's going to roll to see if he recharges his breath, and he does not. So he's going to come down with his great sword twice against you. Alright, one's first strike's going to be a 17, which hits, and the second one is going to be a 8. So from the great sword damage, you take 13 points of slashing damage. You're going to see him kind of cinch down his muscles bulge as he uses action surge to make another 2 strikes at you. One's for an 18, and the other for a 11. So one more hits you for 8 points of slashing damage. As you manage to cut back some of his strikes when he catches you, as you're bloodied and bruised. Right? And then he kind of backs up a little bit. He puts his great sword down on the ground and he squares off with you. He's kind of a devious smile on his face. It's like, this has been fun. Anything else?
That's pretty good. That'll be my potion.
Okay, 10 HP, sends you back up to 13. Did you chug it down?
I yell out.
No interference! Cyanrath screams at you.
You heard him.
But it's up to you guys.
His life.
Cyanrath holds his greatsword in the ground. He's waiting for you to attack.
I'll do a fireball. Fireball will just happen, right?
Because it's a ranged attack and whatnot, it's a ranged attack spell, it would be a disadvantage because it's within 5 feet. No, you have crossbow expert, right? No, or sharpshooter, not yet? Okay, gotcha. You want to throw a space? At advantage? At disadvantage? Okay, short sword. 22 hits, roll for damage. 8 points. So you managed to get past his guard, catching him in the side. He kind of draws some blood as he's kind of pulls up his greatsword and gets it ready. Now it's his go. And he's going to attack twice with the greatsword, one for a 22 to hit, and the second for an 11. As you take 16 points of slashing damage. So the greatsword catches you on the side as you buckle from your short sword. As you are not at death's door, because regular 5e fucking rolls fucking suck, right? So as you kind of crouch to a knee, Cyanrath kind of stands up and says, he turns to the kobolds, "Release the woman." Right? Bloodied and bruised, the woman walks past you, Sergijo, limping from her injuries, but you can see a heartfelt thank you, like pleading in her eyes.
Wait a night now.
So right now, we're out of combat. Alright, we're out of combat right now. As Cyanrath leans in and says, "Elf, do you yield?"
Before he answers, can I get ready for walking attack?
certainly.
Because as far as I'm concerned, it's over. She's always been first. Because he never clarified what
I asked if he would like to meet up.
If you're one to tame an owlbear, I look forward to seeing you in the field some other time. The battle was fun. But remember that I spared you. You see him kind of like pull off his greatsword and kind of sling it towards his back as he says to the rest of his kobolds. And they slowly begin to make a slow exit. What do you guys do? See the kobolds inside Wrath start to kind of back off as Sir Gijo's lying there kind of bloodied and bruised.
I pick up
You
Joe
can.
and I bring him back inside.
Okay.
Are they heading towards the same path across the street?
They are. They do start heading towards the east. So when the fight's over, the last of the raiders begin to retreat in mass from the town, marching away towards the east. Yeah.
I'm gonna, since they're their leader is one of them, I'm gonna follow her a bit and see if I can hear opportunity.
So I'm gonna say, like, if you're still flying overhead, you would have to get pretty close to them and try to like overhear distinct conversation. That's all. Totally.
You stuffed it.
Oh yeah. Go ahead. Well, we'll do a series of skill checks for you in just a moment here. Okay. As you guys know Amber's plan, as she begins to follow Cyanwrath and the rest of the crew, Balin brings you in to the wounds, right?
Like a player.
Let me change the music up. Okay. So, Balin, Sir Gijo, you see the three children, the woman, and the sergeant all huddled together, kind of in a tight hug, celebrating that you guys managed to rescue his family, right? The governor walks over to both of you with a hefty pouch of gold, as well as he's looking around for your sorcerer. Right? As he says, "Where'd Amber go? I've got something for her, and a huge reward for you all for saving the town."
She went to go.
little recon.
A little recon. Anything else you guys do in the meantime within the confines of the keep?
I asked from her. Did they have any?
Well,
Well, it's rest time for food served.
definitely. Our healers will tend to your wounds, Sir Gijo. You, Amber, I'm going to have you roll a series of 3 stealth checks and perceptions. Okay? Go ahead and roll your first stealth check as you're kind of like on the approach. 6. Okay, and perception? Okay, 6, 15. Oh, nothing fucking flew off. Mhm. So a 6 for the first one, and then we'll match it with the perception. 19, right? So you think that you're being stealthy here, as you're kind of following, like you're flying in trace. You don't catch. You're not up to the point to rejoin with Cyanwrath, but you do see a couple of mercenaries, some kobolds, and you hear what you hear is information that they are collecting like a vast hoard, and that there's significant amounts of gold and other valuables at their camp to the east. Okay, roll another stealth check as you try to push forward in your recon. 16, go and roll a perception check. 6. So you're a bit more stealthy than you were the first time around. You think that you spot a couple of officers off in the distance. before they kind of break your view, leaving you only to overhear just some like foot soldiers. But what you do gain is information that it's a pretty ragtag group, and that there's lots of security issues that they've been having lately from all these other bandits and things of that nature that this cult is trying to employ, right? So that's a bit of information for you. Roll your final stealth and perception check for me as you try to kind of gain onto Cyan Wrath here. Two. And a 16. So as you fly even further, you begin to hear chit chatter. He says, and you hear a, "Hey, what the hell is that?" As you get kind of try to hide between some trees. As you think you've been spotted by some kobolds here, but you're able to make out and hear a conversation Cyan's Wrath is having with what you suspect to be another officer of some type within the cult. He says, and what you overhear is Leosin is the key to having these dragon eggs hatch early. Bring him within the cave system as soon as we get there. We spent too long in Greenest. That damn monk has secrets. We must break him. Right? You, Amber, hear pit-pattering with small little feet. I think I saw it over here. What do? You try to take off and whatnot. So you beeline it out of there before you hit, there she is! And you hear, shut up, we gotta get out of here. And whatnot, as the kobolds decide not to chase you back towards the city. As they have other more pressing orders that supersede them. Right? And as you make your way back to the keep, the governor kind of eyes you. He says, there's your spellcaster. Our old healer of the town wanted to bestow this spell rot tattoo upon you, if you so choose. Right? And so what the governor's offering you is what looks like a quill-like pin, as a really old, decrepit little old lady kind of goes through. And kind of little walking cane. He says, this spell tattoo is for Death Ward. It's a spell that'll protect one of your friends once a day from perhaps a lethal blow. Will you accept? So the magic item that you do is a spell rot tattoo for the Death Ward spell. I gotta do something funky in the character sheet for it to actually appear. But it's a 4th level spell that when you cast it on somebody else for 8 hours, they have protection from death, essentially. So something that would put them at death's door wouldn't. Or you can, but it's going to be once per long rest, essentially.
I already said she couldn't have me, and I know you've already been given from.
I think we might get it to send you, but we cannot.
What?
Dang, faded. Okay, guys. The last bit of this is up to you. Okay. You see Aqua kind of nuzzling up to all of you guys. Cleaned off. Yeah, bring the bag over.
Bring it back.
You put them on.
Open it up.
Her cheek does look off.
Come here.
We just have them. We have them sit in one of our chairs. But I don't have any.
Did I get this one?
When you fought against. Yeah, I gotcha. Anything else you guys wanted to close up on as the neighboring day kind of comes to a close here? Yeah, that's the governor kind of hands you that 300 gold. Like, split this among us. I think it should be probably 100 gold apiece. So all of you guys can add 100 gold to your inventories there as you bring up this reward. Oh, and he also actually gives you guys the goggles of night, which allows a person to have night vision essentially, or dark vision. I believe you already have dark vision. I think you have dark vision. I think Arlene, I think Amber's the only one out of the group without dark vision. So these goggles should probably go to her because it gives her dark vision. All right, so you got 2 magical items and some gold there.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Goggles of night.
Having that.
You already got 100% gold.
I'm all excited for coming.
This is like that's sweet.
Oh.
Whatever. I'm rude.
You see the children come up and give you a hug there, Sir Chief. They say, "Thank you, mister. Thank you."
I better call.
Well, I don't know what I can do to help out with that, but I can wish you good luck on your future journeys.
Like, thank you, Colin.
Anybody else want to close up on anything? Because that's essentially the end of the session, guys. You can take your long rest here.
Yes, please.
Yeah. It was about 2 hours. 2-hour session. Not bad.
Dude, wait.
I'm sorry, I have it.
You know what's
Yeah.
not our like not be okay.
Yep. Yeah. So you guys settle in for the night. You guys are fed food. Lots of hugs from all of the citizens that you managed to save in Greenest. With the triple threat sitting towards the east, towards this camp. You sure did. Unless you know what, go ahead and articulate all of this stuff there for the group here as you settle in for the night there, Amber. Leo. Leo. That was close. I love it.
Have the have people I would give you time to this. Oh,
Intelligent.
he knows who they want him to be bigger. He knows better.
Love it.
Make that one. No. Next time on Tyranny of the Dragon.